Our journey today takes us beneath the surface into the intricate network of tunnels in Gaza. Welcome to the history of Gaza tunnels. Nestled on the eastern coast of the Mediterranean Sea, Gaza has been a focal point of political unrest. These tunnels, born out of necessity, weave a complex web beneath the city, serving as lifelines for the people. Their impact is as profound as the political climate that necessitated them. Now let's delve into the origins of these tunnels and their initial purpose. The genesis of these tunnels can be traced back to the early 2000s. During this period, the Israeli blockade on the Gaza Strip was in full swing. This blockade didn't just control the movement of people, but it also severely restricted the flow of goods in and out of the region. Now imagine living in such a stifling environment. Necessity, as they say, is the mother of invention. And necessity in this case led to the development of an underground network of smuggling tunnels. These tunnels started out as a lifeline to the outside world. They became the secret highways for smuggling in basic goods like food, fuel, and construction materials. All these were in high demand due to the blockade, and the tunnels served as a critical supply line. But the tunnel's purpose was not just limited to smuggling essentials. Over time, the tunnels took on a second role that intensified the situation. Beyond their economic function, these subterranean networks began to serve a military purpose. Hamas, the Palestinian organization controlling Gaza, seized upon the tactical advantage of these underground passageways. They were no longer just conduits for essential goods, but also for weapons and fighters. The transformation of these tunnels into a hidden battleground sparked a grave concern for Israel. In response, Israel launched numerous military operations with the singular aim of locating and obliterating these clandestine passages. These operations often led to open conflicts, further escalating the tense situation in the region. Yet it's important to note that these tunnels weren't solely a military concern. The intricate web of underground passages had two faces, one that fueled conflict and one that sustained a struggling economy. The tunnels, however, weren't just a military concern. The tunnels, while necessary for survival, posed significant risks. The labyrinth underground was fraught with hazardous and unregulated conditions. Imagine tunnel diggers working in darkness, surrounded by uncertainty and danger. Cave-ins, toxic materials, and the ever-present risk of discovery were constant companions. Many of these brave souls lost their lives in the dank and dangerous environment, all in an effort to keep their community afloat. Beyond Gaza's borders, Egypt found itself grappling with a similar concern. Sharing a border with Gaza, Egypt had a front-row seat to the tunnel activities. The tunnels weren't just channels for goods, they also served as conduits for potential militant activities. Egypt's concerns led to intermittent crackdowns on the tunnels on its side of the border. An attempt to regulate the unregulated, to bring some semblance of order to the chaos. Despite the risks and crackdowns, the tunnels persisted. The tunnels have often been a point of contention in ceasefire agreements. In the intricate dance of negotiation, both Israel and Hamas have used the tunnels as bargaining chips. Israel has consistently sought to curtail the military use of these subterranean networks, while Hamas has advocated for an easing of the blockade that prompted their creation in the first place. Several ceasefire agreements have included provisions related to the tunnels, reflecting their significance in the ongoing conflict. These provisions often revolve around the inspection and regulation of the tunnels, aimed at preventing their use for militant activities. Despite these agreements, the tunnels have proven resilient, often resurfacing even after concerted efforts to destroy them. This persistence underscores the continuing presence of the tunnels in the economic and security landscape of the Gaza Strip. They remain vital lifelines for a populace grappling with heavy restrictions on movement and trade. Despite periodic destruction and efforts to control their operations, the tunnels persist, a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of those who build and use them. These subterranean networks are more than just physical structures. They symbolize a people's will to survive and thrive under challenging circumstances. They represent a creative solution to a complex problem, a way to circumvent restrictions and bring in much-needed resources. The tunnels of Gaza, thus, continue to be a testament to resilience, resourcefulness, and the will to survive.